Pino.
Huh?
Pino.
Yeah, you can shut the fuck up too.
Pino.
You keep saying Pino like.
No, then what have you done?
Exist, nigga. That's enough.
Pino, what have you done?
I was told to download Anchor, so that's what I did.
Did you do it?
It's been there.
Good job. Now shut the fuck up.
I did what I was supposed to do. You were supposed to have the podcast.
Hey, can you give this iMessage group chat a name?
Okay.
Damn, y'all got an iMessage group chat?
Nah, hold on, Dan. You focus on doing what you do. I got it.
No, waiting for Rambo. Rambo has the topics. I sent the topics. Everybody got it.
You got dropped.
Everyone got the password to the Gmail.
You have to do
stuff.
it anyway. Go ahead.
I don't think I can because it's an iPhone. It doesn't have
you finna lose your job.
Oh, what the fuck?
It won't let me. Because someone got the iPhones. Matt get the Android.
It won't let me either. Who got the Android, bro?
It says you got an Android too.
Nigga, I have an iPhone X sitting in my hands right now.
I hope that ass.
Bro, doesn't Sean have an Android though?
Yeah, that's why you can't do it, I think.
Oh, okay.
Sean got an Android.
Bino, if you don't shut your homeless ass up.
I was just asking a question.
God damn.
I can't even ask questions.
Nigga,
Until Bino get his switch back, I want to talk.
Bino don't have like no type of credit point.
Y'all niggas, I can't even speak.
Bino, you're not gonna let Sean talk.
Wait.
Yeah, nah, Sean a bitch. Cut that nigga Sean.
Bro, y'all niggas, I can't deal with this shit no more, bro.
This nigga Bino.
Bro, I'm keeping it 100, bro. You let someone else disrespect you, bro. You don't say nothing. I'm gonna do.
He said you was hungry.
Rambo, what did you say?
So let me look at these topics. If I'm keeping it a stag with you, I don't think we have to go over cultural appropriation. But that's just me.
Wait, what'd you say?
That's what I'm saying. These topics
I don't feel like cultural appropriation, like...
Hero, shut the fuck up!
I could have swore topics was my job, to be honest. But
when did you do it? When have you done it at all?
Nigga, before you were even involved in this, I was doing it, nigga.
Exactly, my nigga. And I've been doing it the last couple times.
Niggas assign topic, bro. It don't even really matter, honestly.
Bro, if you gonna do it, and I gave you a week, I gave you like 2 weeks to fucking change it. You complain about shit, I gave you time to change it. I said both of y'all, all y'all fucking change it. Yo, shut the fuck up.
Bro, chill, bro.
No, because y'all fucking complain about a lot of shit. Y'all ain't doing shit.
Twitch and Mixer streams of the topic. Who are we gonna talk about?
Damn, nigga, fuck. I'm trying. Shit, fuck.
This nigga put plans moving forward to the end of every single episode.
Bro, it's really not even that big of just don't need to talk about cultural appropriation and Twitch and Mixer, saying that everyone in here doesn't like. If you want to talk about Twitch, you can keep that in there. That doesn't matter.
That was for Diaz, Rambo, and I was supposed to start streaming soon.
That's okay. We should have a topic to where niggas can push whatever they want. It should be a general topic where niggas can push manga, anime, comics, light novels, whatever they want, including their Twitch and Mixer streams if they have that.
But you cannot put all of those in one big thing. You have to cut it up so it can. If we're gonna do YouTube, we gotta do timestamps, and timestamps are good to talk about manga, anime, Twitch streams, stuff like that.
If we made that its own segment, think of the Joe Budden podcast, and they have sleepers, right, where they each go and do music picks. It could literally be a general segment like that, where and then on the timestamps we could just say, boom, there's that segment.
You might have to say one more time.
Yo,
that's the question.
You could just click it.
Yo, what's up? It's the Superior Podcast. It is pretty cool,
bro. Niggas was talking when you said that. Restart.
I know.
He said it like 4 times.
We live,
no, but it's like nigga, you said it in the middle of conversation.
We live as in live on YouTube live.
All right, nigga. We out here.
We got no viewers, so there's no problem. So
this is a Superior Podcast. We're the Spirit Q. You got your boy Day. You got
here this nigga go.
This isn't awkward.
You have Hero.
Why are you like, bro? Can we? Yeah.
I'll leave.
We're trying to. I gotta introduce the fucking podcast.
Go to Superior Minds right now.
Right now, like this second.
We have that for a reason. Yes, go to Superior Minds.
Right.
I can't get a Superior Mind, so
That's fine.
Can we just force him in here?
I'm gonna try it right now.
I moved him in here.
Okay, back. Rambo, can you restart the live?
Yeah, you can cut out later.
stop talking like you know something. Let me stop.
Who's handling introductions? Typically, Dez does it.
Well, they gonna cuss niggas out, so.
I don't want to do it. You doing it.
All right. Everybody
Y'all
ready? Is everybody ready? All right. What's up, everybody? This is the Perry Podcast. We're the Perry crew. My name is Day. We got Hero.
Yo, what's good? Follow me on Twitter at XXG Hero, Gundam King. Yeah, show me some love.
We got Bino.
Bro, what the fuck?
Get that nigga out of here, bro.
Rambo. We got Sean.
Was that me?
Oh my god, bro.
Yes, Sean.
I can't hear it. You cut out. My bad.
We got Sean.
Restart. We're cutting all this out, bro. Restart.
We can splice in between.
Shit, bro.
We can splice in between.
No, we're cutting all that out. We're starting from the top, bro.
All right, I'm gonna start right now. Everybody ready?
I didn't hear him say my name though.
Is everybody ready?
Y'all need to see where this man.
I cue you in.
Bino, is Bino even here?
Bino, where you at?
This is gonna make one hell of a blooper reel.
I swear to God.
Goodness, he's a such
Should I just server mute?
Stupid.
Bino, you there?
I was sitting right here the entire time.
And that's
Right.
your fault. If you was sitting here talking and nobody could hear you, you should have realized you should have left and come back sooner. That's common sense.
Came back.
No, you did not.
I just fucking left.
Just now, nigga.
You just now did.
What happened when you got introduced?
Oh, y'all didn't hear me that entire time?
No, dummy, duh. You didn't hear us when we laughed at you because you didn't say nothing.
Oh, I thought y'all laughed at me because I said I was the mid.
Bino, Bino, okay. Everyone ready?
No, give me a minute.
Hey, you can die, yo.
Oh wow.
Dang, you went deep.
Did somebody kick him?
Bro, this shit. When I'm introduced, it's gonna be cake.
All right, everybody ready?
Leave.
I'm laying in the dark. You asked why did I leave?
Wait a minute. I just realized we're doing this without outside.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
Bro,
all right. So, are we waiting for Bino?
Is he gonna come back? What is he doing?
I literally scroll through Twitter as we talk about this shit.
Okay, Bino.
Dun, 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 dun. 6 more years to come back with your bitch.
Am I cutting out to anybody?
It doesn't Bino, shut the it doesn't count. Bro. It doesn't register in the recording sometimes.
I'm just trying to make sure y'all niggas can hear me this time.
Like, am I cutting out at all?
No, you're good. No, so is everybody ready?
Yep.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
All right. What's up, everybody? This is the Perry Podcast. This is the Perry crew, and we have Hero.
What's good, y'all? Follow me on Twitter at XXG Hero. That's XXXG Hero. I tweet about Mecca and all that kind of shit. So show me some love.
We got Bino.
Hey, how everybody doing out here? It's Goat Bino3 on Twitter. The mid pusher himself. Give me a follow.
We got Rambo. We got Sean.
How's it going, everyone? It's Sean. Twitter is at
Warrior Sean, SHAUN. Follow me.
Got Keeks back.
What's good, y'all? Glad to be back. It's your boy Keys Almighty, QUISALMYHTY on Twitter. Go ahead and follow me.
Got me, hosted one day. I post anything and everything, so follow me. Got this. And as a special guest, we got the one and only Danchou back.
What up? It's Danchou. D Lucifer on Twitter, not Lucifer, Lucifer, LUCILFER. I'm here. I'm alive.
All right. So, how's everybody today? Is everybody doing good? Everybody having fun?
Fantastic. Can't complain.
I'm doing pretty good.
Sorry, but it's been a long time coming. We supposed to do this like a time ago, but we're here now. That's all that matters. All right. Also, she's not here right now, but we have a new member. Her name is Cyan, and hopefully the next podcast she'll be here. But she got the time. She got everything.
She texting us. She texting us right now.
You know, black folks are always late.
You know, they say we be there at 7:30. Really, they're gonna be around 11:30.
Yeah, maybe she'll jump in.
So introducing our new member, and also introducing the member who will be cut out, Cyan.
Yep, she had one chance and already failed. Suck this up, nerd.
All right.
Anyway, so
like your first day on the job. That's crazy.
As right now, we're gonna talk about our thoughts on this week's anime. So anybody watch the new one that came out, or any like new Fire Force, new anything?
No, I don't watch Fire Force.
I didn't watch the new episode of Fire Force, but I know what just got animated. All I gotta say is, guys, Beanie Maru is in there going crazy, doing his thing. Shinra's about to go into this new character arc. And I ain't gonna spoil nothing. I'm just saying it's gonna be exciting.
I ain't watched really anything brand new as of recent, but I have seen a very, very touching clip of Boruto. Apparently, somewhere in the series, Boruto has met the past Naruto as Naruto was a kid, and the scene was Boruto staying in Naruto's house. Naruto was asking Boruto about Boruto's dad, the adult Naruto, and just seeing their interaction really just it hits you in the heart. And I stopped watching Boruto like shortly after they went to the Hidden Mist Village. The series just kind of went underwater for me, and I discontinued it. But after seeing that scene, I'm actually going to make a effort to get back into the show because I want to see how that plays all the way through and kind of revisit those past memories of the original Naruto series.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What about anything else like Dr. Stone, Black Clover?
I've been watching a lot of the new anime seasonals. A trend that I've noticed is they're adapting a lot of light novels, but some of them is pretty heat. One in particular I feel like is a real sleeper. It's called Assassin's Pride. I'm not gonna spoil nothing. When I recommend anime, I just recommend just go watch it. Go in completely blind, just give it a chance. The opening is real fire. I think it's really good. Other than that, nah, nothing really.
All right. Anyone else?
Hey, hold on.
I got some shout outs to like some shows that came out.
Oh yeah, go ahead then.
So we got Food Wars back in the news. It finally came back after like a year and some change.
Yeah, did you watch
the fourth plate? I waited to see like the last season 3, and I gotta watch the new 2 episodes, which I'm gonna do it right after this. We got MHA back in the news. It's back. And it's heat. It's gonna be the heat season. Everybody ready for that shit?
It's gonna be lit. I fuck with My Hero. I'm not manga current, but
I'm not gonna lie. My Hero's not making as many waves on Twitter as I thought it would when it came back.
Definitely. That shit mid. Nah,
come on.
Exactly. The mid pusher
we
himself.
really know what's going on. I ain't gonna get into it too much, but Demon Slayer is still on my TL. I'm kind of surprised My Hero isn't making a bigger bang than what it did coming back, but My Hero is just getting started, so I'm not.
That's true.
Not surprised, bro. We just getting into it.
I have a question. You think the recent slander of My Hero Academia is like making it not really be talked about on Twitter? No, like people who like despise.
It's making it talked about for the wrong reasons. Like, why are we talking about the manga making certain characters have larger breast sizes or whatever the case is instead of the actual content? And these are the same people who push like questionable content all day on the timeline. So it's like, what are you talking about?
It just doesn't make sense. And you could also tell they even complain about characters being slimmer when they're animated. They don't understand different animation styles.
Right.
But I'm not going to get into that.
Also, there's news that the new leader of the villains gang for season 4, what's his name? Shie? I'm probably butchering the name, but apparently he's being called transphobic because he killed the one transphobic character, trans character on the show.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's a big thing right now. He's confirmed trans. If you read manga, it shows he's trans. One of his friends is trans as well.
They're calling Horikoshi homophobic for that.
Yeah, but bro, I don't understand that at all.
I mean, y'all realize there are other transgender characters in My Hero Academia.
Yeah. Yeah, it just shows that anyone could die at any moment. And he stepped up to the plate and got waxed. Sorry.
I just feel like Horikoshi handles very mature subjects in a very respectable way. And he's very progressive. Like, I don't understand why. That's like the last thing y'all should come at him for in terms of like his storytelling.
Yeah. Also, Don, you got any words on this?
No, not really.
All right. But that was like the big MHA news. Was either the slimming or the changing of the characters from manga to anime, or him being homophobic?
I do have. I got to shout out Seven Deadly Sins, even though I'm disappointed in the new animation. Feel me? We got outsourced, but it is what it is. Still move. And there is a new isekai that just came out. I think it's like 2 episodes in, called Kasha's Hero. Go ahead and check it out if you like real comedy filled action type of series. It was pretty dope.
All right, Don, you watching anything new, or like are you just not doing the new anime this season?
I haven't been on any new anime this season at all. Actually, I have. I stopped watching anime probably when episode 13 of Kimetsu no Yaiba came out. So I am actually behind in terms of Fire Force, Kimetsu. Well, I mean, I haven't watched the end of the season, even though I'm manga. I'm not manga current, but I'm manga recent. Saying like, so I'm probably like, I haven't read manga probably in the last month and a half, 2 months. So I'm probably, 8 chapters behind, 9 chapters behind. So I'll plan on getting current this weekend on all the stuff I'm behind on. I don't really have any anime to push. There's an anime movie though called Black Fox. Actually, it is on Crunchyroll. It also premiered on Crunchyroll. Really good movie. I can't really describe too much of it, but it's basically about this young girl, and she was raised sort of like a ninja, and but her dad's like a scientist, and so time skip, 16 years old, birthday, dad dies, grandpa dies, and she goes get revenge, and that's the gist of the movie. So it's a pretty it's not gory or anything, but it has some good themes, some good it reminded me of Kill la Kill, so I would say watch that. It came out about October 15th, something like that. So
all right,
I'm all for
that's
the girl power. It's a female cast. I'm all for the girl power. So
Right.
You love to see it.
But next, since we talked about the new this week animes, what about anything we pushing like at all? What are we watching right now? I know Keith is watching Gundam heavily right now.
Yeah,
I know Hero
bro.
happy about that too.
Would
So what's
love
up?
to see that.
I've been watching a lot of Gundam lately. Finished Iron Blooded Orphan was beautiful. Watching Gundam Wing right now, and correct me if I'm wrong, but Gundam 00 or
00,
O.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the wave I'm on right now. Honestly, I fuck with Gundam for the politics. You know what I mean? Like, and the action isn't bad. I feel like it's really slept on as far as Twitter though. But I'm sure Hero could explain that better.
I just think people have a disconnect when it comes to mecha and robots on the timeline. I don't really understand it because everyone loves robots as a kid, and then they come on anime Twitter and act like they hate that shit. So it's just kind of weird to me. I mean, a lot of people who trash mecha anime on the timeline don't even really watch it, so they're really just talking out of their ass. So I don't really take that shit seriously at all. Give mecha a chance. Obviously you don't have to fuck with the whole genre. If you watch a slice of life, you don't fuck with all slice of life, but I'm sure there's some shit out there that you might enjoy. It's kind of the same thing. Like, you don't got to enjoy all mecha, but there's definitely mecha out there that you can enjoy. So just give it a chance.
Most definitely. I'm about to rewatch Kenichi, the Mighty Disciple, because that's my favorite of all time anime. I love it. The Wholesome King. Everybody watch anything? That's right.
read that time I got reincarnated as a slime.
There's time for that.
You said read slime.
Yeah, it's actually pretty heat.
Yeah,
I think more people should give Slime a chance because it's actually a really good. Even if you just watch the anime, it's actually a really good show.
Yeah,
entertaining isekai. But I was gonna say I've been continuing on One Piece because I stopped for a while, and so now I'm back on the catch up. And also I've been going back and watching 90s anime because I realized that over the years, it's just been a really long time since I've watched those shows like Trigun, Yu Yu Hakusho, the OG Yu-Gi-Oh, original Pokemon, all those. Not only do I find the art style just very the aesthetic behind it's just very cool and really eye-catching, but the shows really were able to touch on to topics that are generally cut out of shows in today's era because a lot of things are a lot more sensitive in the media and all that. And so when you go back and watch shows from like the 1980s or 1990s, they can say and do almost whatever they want as long as it wasn't anything like I can't think of the word, but it has to do with like having sex with corpses, like that type of stuff is cut completely out. But the space that they can transverse in media back then is a lot larger than it is in today's era because everything you can get trouble for just about everything, and like certain curse words aren't even allowed to be used anymore in anime. It works over in Japan, but when it gets translated to English, all the English they have to cut out those words, think of other things to say because it's all just so touchy-feely with the censorship. When you go watch a 90s anime, they don't care at all. They like you got Yusuke Urameshi fighting this one demon chick who was actually a guy, and Yusuke straight up groped her in the middle of the fight to make sure that she was a he, and he said the crown jewels aren't missing. So he full on groped a man mid battle, and you don't see that in shows to this day because stuff like that is very sensitive for audiences, and a lot of studios don't want to get attacked or have their show taken down or banned or anything like that. And it's just very entertaining to watch 90s anime again.
I feel that. I need to go back and watch some 90 anime. Let's see. All the classes got missed. I still gotta watch. What is it? Evangelion? New Genesis? I still gotta watch that.
I need to watch Trigun. I'm not gonna lie.
I gotta watch that too.
Trigun is beautiful, dude. It's
Y'all don't need me to talk. I gotta rewatch all that shit. I even gotta go back and watch Dragon Ball.
Same. I do need to watch Dragon Ball, but I kind of want to watch from Dragon Ball Episode 1 all the way to Super, including GT.
I did that.
I got to do that when I'm caught up on One Piece. One Piece is a mountain that I'm climbing.
I got to watch Dragon Ball. I got to watch the rest of Z. I got to watch all of GT.
Bro, where was your childhood? Like, what did you do?
I watched Inuyasha, Big O, and shit that came on Toonami.
Big O is another show that I need to go back and watch, because that was actually my favorite mecha when I was younger. Because Gundam was cool. I watched Gundam all the time, but when I saw Big O come on, I would just be like fascinated. Mainly because like just the acid wash behind the picture, it was all grainy, and light colors were lighter, dark colors were very dark. But that show artistically just really is eye-catching to me. Can't speak for everybody. But I need to go back and watch Big O, and I probably, when I start, I might even change my whole Twitter account into just Big O. Like
that shit low key was fire. I can't even.
Right. I mean, I don't remember much about Big O too, because back when I watched it, I also was a kid. But I just remember just my feelings and just thinking it was just amazing. So I'm trying to go back and give that a rewatch too.
All right, we'll take a pause here, everyone. We finally got our new member.
Introduce yourself, Cyan.
Sai, she's here.
Cyan, introduce yourself.
Sai?
You know, I have to be nervous.
Hold on. Give her some time.
Everyone's gonna take a little pause here.
I mean, it's whatever. We try to get Sai here so she can.
Can we just cut and splice it and shit?
Yeah, but we're live. People are actually watching. So,
are people actually watching?
Yeah, we got a couple viewers. Everybody,
I posted
thanks for
it.
It's not that big of it's not that big of a deal if you know.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. We got somebody coming in. When she get in here, she's gonna introduce herself. Her name is Sai. She's the first female member of the group.
Are gonna go down.
She vibed really well with all of us, so we decided to include her. So
I'll see if I can add her right now. Or at least give her admin. Good enough.
How does that make Don doesn't have a role?
Yeah,
I gave him the moderator role.
Let me give him moderator. So she has moderator now. Yeah. And let's see what's going on. Sai? Sai? I gave her the moderator role. She had the same role as Don, so she should be able to talk. But anyway, while we fixing this, Don, what are you watching right now?
He just said he just came back to watching. He just got back to watching anime, reading manga.
Yeah, but he said he back. Well, I meant, what are you actually going to watch? Like, what is your first thing going on your main thing? What you going to watch first?
I have nothing I'm going to watch first. I just know that I'm willing to watch something now. I'm probably going to catch back up in all the manga that I was behind in first, which is probably like Jujutsu Kaisen, Kimetsu no Yaiba, stuff of that nature, all my weeklies and stuff that people don't know that I read, stuff like that.
Actually, that's a good transition. We actually going to talk about the manga we reading right now. Because right now, I'm really heavy into. I gotta read.
You said you have to read what?
Jujutsu no Kabe, the one that he's pushing right now, telling everybody to read and forcing Hero to read.
Yeah, I'm reading that right now. I got a thread going on the timeline. People loving it, so
I gotta get to that, but I still gotta finish Fire Force, Doctor Stone.
Probably the two newest manga that I've read is probably Doctor Stone and also Spy Family. I'm gonna say Doctor Stone. I'm really, out of all the new gen anime, besides perhaps maybe My Hero, I'm enjoying Doctor Stone a lot. I think it's so fresh and just so interesting and so different. And another one is Spy Family. I think Spy Family is really good. I can just, when I'm reading it, I can just imagine like an anime adaptation. I can just imagine it being so funny. Like I can see it really popping off. So
right now I'm pushing Seven Deadly Sins, Fire Force, Domestic Girlfriend. And those really the main three that I'm pushing. But I will talk about Fire Force right now. I feel like this series is also refreshing to me because it's not too often that you get an MC that's so confident in his abilities and is humble at the same time. You know what I'm saying? We get a hero out of so I appreciate his character a lot. And I feel like the story is really fleshed out. Read the manga, you know what I mean, and then watch the anime. That's it for me, though.
Yeah, right now. So I'm definitely reading Seven Deadly Sins manga, which is Heat. I'm not gonna do any spoilers, but it's fire right now. Definitely recommend watching it. Demon Slayers, of course, and one that no one really knows about, but I'm still reading it is That Time. The Devil's a Part Timer, which is one of my favorite little slice of life manga. Pretty nice, actually. Ain't no problem. Hero, what about you? Hero?
my bad. Say that one more time.
So I'm currently reading Seven Deadly Sins, as always. Demon Slayers, I'm waiting on a new chapter because the previous chapter was a heartbreaker.
Right.
Devil's a Part Timer, which is like a slice of anime, manga, which was really good, and it's actually pretty just wholesome and just good manga. And I think Hani will kill me if I don't mention Attack on Titan. Just amazing.
Attack on Titan's been on fire lately.
Hmm?
Hello.
You heard me? I said Attack on Titan's been on fire lately.
Oh, snap.
I mean,
Pause.
literally the past.
Take a pause. Welcome our first female Superior Minds, Superior at all, member, Cyan.
What's up, niggas? Wait, can I say niggas? Is that
Not really, but it's too late now.
What's poppin'?
So, Cyan, introduce yourself. Who are you?
I'm Cy the Dawn. Emphasis on the Dawn. Sishamaho on Twitter. I don't know. The whole introduction, who I am, my age, all that.
No,
stuff.
just
whatever you feel comfortable. Yeah. Comfortable to share. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, my whole life. I can share my whole life. I don't care. I'm 21. West Palm Beach, 561 Lantana.
Don't do that. Don't. Wrong with you people.
Y'all should have gave me some rules and regulations before I.
This is Cy. She's Cy. Anyway.
Sorry. Anyways, that's me. Hi, everyone.
All right. So you got two questions to answer.
any manga or anime that you're watching right now that you want to give a shout out to?
I'm currently giving a shout out because I'm binging through One Piece, even though I'm a very sleepy person and I fall asleep a lot. But we are toughing it out. We doing all 3,000 episodes.
3,000 episodes.
But yeah, currently just watching One Piece. I just actually watched the first movie of Berserk and it was amazing.
I've seen that.
I've been dubbing it, but I finally watched it and I'm hooked. So those are what I'm watching currently right now.
Be careful. It gets wild.
Berserk wave 2.
Say it again.
I said I need to go on that Berserk wave 2.
That's what I'm saying, bro. People have been saying it forever.
I caught up in the manga and I watched all the movies and I love it. I personally love it.
Bro, it's gas. It's gas.
Anyway, what about on any manga you reading? Do you read anything at all?
I used to, but again, sleepy girl, very busy life. It just doesn't work out. I can't stay up to watch something. Reading something will put me straight to sleep. So no, I'm not currently reading anything because I suck. I'm a fake anime fan, guys. It's okay. You guys can tell them.
Horrible. It's horrible. Can't believe this. Anyway, Ashley, since I promised him, I'm gonna talk about the new single. Well, actually, Dragoon or Dragon, whatever you want to call him. He put out a new single called "Okay," and anyone listen to it?
You talking about Dragon single? Is it one that we can play?
I listened to it. That show's busting. Shit gets played every day. Shout out, Dragon.
Remember, can you play or you?
Oh, we talking about Dragon single?
Yeah.
That thing
Okay.
fire. Go ahead and stream that.
Wow, Keys.
Remember, can you play it?
Hello, Sai.
How are you? You missed my whole introduction.
Nah, I listen.
Wow. And you didn't say
you wanted me to talk while you was introducing yourself?
I wanted you to be my hype man, dog.
Nah, you good. Good.
I needed that hype, and I was like, damn, there's a whole bunch of people in here, and we ain't getting active. What's going on?
Don't worry, don't worry. Sean, I apologize. I didn't mean to skip over you for the manga. What are you pushing, my G? Sean?
So yeah, that single is really hitting.
Bro, what's the single on? I haven't gotten around to it.
No. B, no, you gonna talk. What are you pushing, B? What are you watching? What are you reading?
I'm not. I was rewatching Reborn. I put that down. I was watching Yu-Gi-Oh! V-Reigns. V-Reigns.
It's brains, nigga.
I'm gonna say it how I want to say it.
Incorrectly?
Right.
You got it.
Anyways, V-Reigns. I put that down. I picked it up back last night, but I haven't been in the watch anime mood recently. I still catch up on the weekly anime, Fire Force, Dr. Stone. Other than that, I ain't really on to no anime.
Really? That's it? So you watch it mid? It's wild.
Oh, I'm dead.
I mean, I came in as the mid pusher, so I mean, is it a surprise?
I thought you'd be better yourself, but I'm sorry. I thought too much of you. Anyway, Don.
What are you talking about?
Yo, Don. Niggas disappeared?
Yes.
Can you explain to us what's so great about the slime light novel as well as manga?
Can I explain what's so good about it?
Yeah, why you fucking pushing all the time? Why are you trying to get everybody to read it? Explain that shit, my G.
I mean, that's pretty much it.
I love you so much. It was great meeting everyone. I'll be back for the next podcast, but I got a joint roll. It's waiting for me. And I got a joint and a baby that's asleep finally. We gotta go.
Are you smoking
All
for
right,
kids?
I'm just gonna head out, but she'll be back. She's part of the team, so she's gonna be back.
We smoking for the kids now?
That's not what she said. That's why she said he's asleep. Shut up.
But yo,
that's exactly why she said they're asleep. What the what?
Sorry.
I was just
All right,
asking a
bye
question.
guys. I'll be back.
Bye,
All right, sorry. But anyway, yeah, it'll be better next. Don't worry about that. I'm having fun. I don't give a fuck. Don, keep speaking, my G.
I don't want the nigga to keep speaking. Go back to doing whatever the hell you was doing.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Slime is gas, but I want him, the person who's just reading everything, anything,
Right,
just explain that shit, son. I need you to explain it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Without
saying.
spoilers.
Slime is gas because it does a good job making you fall in love with the characters. It does a good job of making you enjoy the politics of the world. Rimuru was a godly MC. And yeah, I can't really say how I feel right now without spoiling. I'm still in the midst of this 6 volume of the light novel. But yeah, man.
Then you told me that the anime adapted the light novel better than the manga at one point, or was it?
I mean, yeah, because the manga just basically is just basically fan service to a degree more so than anything. While the anime is actually giving it like, something to establish off of. While the manga isn't supposed to be a substitute of the light novel, the anime is supposed to be like a substitute of the light novel. So there'll be certain details that the light novel has added because, it's a little different than the web novel, and the anime actually adapt those well. So, shit like that.
Right. See, that's what I'm currently on the first volume, so I'm not as far as everybody else, Don and Rambo, but I'm catching up. I already loved it. I'm already caught up with the manga and definitely an anime, and I'm saying the light novel is way better than both of them. And as of right now, it's like light novel, definitely anime than the manga for me.
I don't know why you started at 1. You might as well just started at 5.
Because when I like reading the book, I like to read everything, actually go back and read stuff.
I mean, but literally, bro, you're not missing anything. Like when I tell you you're not missing anything, I'm telling you, the anime literally takes all the stuff that how the light novel is giving you such detail and describing scenes. You don't need all of that because you're watching it. So it can cover so much.
No, I restarted doing it because I reread the superhero manga, and the anime skipped a lot of stuff that they cut out a lot of stuff in the manga, like him going on the training, how he learned to be a salesman, how he became the Heavenly Father. A lot of stuff that he skipped out in the anime was really important in the manga, and it actually plays a part in the anime, but they don't really explain it too well. They just gloss over why it's important, but in the manga they're really going into detail about it. So that's how I read everything. But that's just me.
Okay.
I have been watching a lot of web screeners.
Are you talking about Solo Leveling? That shit gas.
Slime better than everything y'all niggas push. I don't give a damn what it is.
Better than Hunter x Hunter?
Yes.
Oh,
that's saying something.
Ooh.
I'm pushing this slime heavily. I'm pushing this. I'm gonna lie just to push this slime.
I'm definitely capping right now. As long as you know, and I know that you lying right now, then we good.
Nah, I'm speaking back. This slime better. It covers politics better. It handle character arcs. Okay, let me not cap too hard. But
I'm dead.
But this slime heat, nah, for real, this slime is good. It's really good. It's really good. I think people should give it a chance.
No, I do too. So please try it, pick it up. Doesn't hurt to try it.
And read Hunter x Hunter.
Of course,
bitches.
Of course. But
y'all made Danchou come out of retirement.
You didn't make me do shit. Don't speak crazy for I end up
We can
disappearing
wait for that
again.
later.
You
I want
niggas
to talk
better
about
do
that.
better. Don't do that.
But this Friday about to be big. Call of Duty coming out. Cross-platform.
We finna squad up.
Y'all niggas suck.
Nigga, I don't want to hear shit from you.
And y'all gonna see
Nigga,
us
you
playing.
said that like I'm trash. Excuse me.
Are you?
We gonna find out who.
We gonna
we'll
look.
see.
Wait, everybody, hold up. So y'all gonna find out who the best.
I'm about to make all y'all look goofy. Don't talk to me
trash
crazy.
who not.
We gonna record this,
I'm
and
about
y'all
to
gonna
make
see
all y'all look goofy.
how great I am. How I carry Keith all the time. How I carry Bino.
That nigga carried us one game.
Only thing you carrying is your extra baggage. Shut up.
Exactly.
That nigga, bro,
and I'm carrying it like a champ.
Keith, tell this nigga we played 2 games and he was on top of one of those games.
Only thing carrying is the bags under your eyes, nigga. You ain't never.
And I'm carrying like a champ.
You know what I'm saying?
Day, I know you a capper.
I dropped 15 plus in a 2K game while I was carrying you. And you said, "Bro, can you pass the ball?"
Exactly. I should have to say that.
So who really carrying, nigga? What you mean?
Bro, pass the ball. Stop doing it by yourself. No,
this nigga say pass the ball and I'm shooting 9 for 9. Like, bro, come on.
It was like 9 for 29, but it's cool.
Keep shooting that bitch. If you 9 for 9, I ain't gonna say not a damn thing.
He lying. This man missed like 5 times. He's like, no, man,
bro,
he dunked at me once. I gotta get this about 15 times now.
The worst game I had, bro, was 4 and 8.
That
was the worst.
See somebody out here lying. Why y'all gotta lie?
Don't worry. But nah, we're gonna do Call of Duty new one coming out. We're gonna play it a lot. You're gonna see a lot of hopefully streams as well as videos.
We run that bitch all weekend.
Be ready for that.
It don't even matter.
My game that's coming out is Outer Worlds, made by the devs who made New Vegas Fallout, one of the best Fallouts in my opinion. It's coming out Friday. That's gonna be really heat. I want more people to know about that. People are like worried about it because it's a big game.
But that's some bullshit. That's all I gotta say.
But it's not Bethesda made. It's
I said Bethesda on bullshit. I ain't saying Bethesda made it. I'm just saying Bethesda on bullshit.
We're gonna talk about that. That Fallout. You heard about that?
No, nigga, we talking about the Fallout. No, we talking about the new shit they on, bro. Fuck the past. We talking about the present.
No. So
I don't care, bro.
I do.
They on bullshit, bro. Nah, they on bullshit.
So I'm trying to find
the niggas that gave me Skyrim. Nah, I can't do it.
I mean, they cool because they gave you Skyrim. Okay, nigga. So Bethesda find out they KKK supporters, my nigga. Yeah, they gave you Skyrim. The fuck you sound like?
What?
I'm saying.
Wait.
I'm saying.
Everyone, before y'all say something,
but that's the on bullshit. That's period. Skyrim was a good game. Don't stop them from being on bullshit.
And we gonna fact check.
All right, no. So who played Fallout 76?
I did not.
That's the mid.
I played it. I bought it. I bought it.
That's worse than mid.
I like this. It's Bethesda. I trusted it, and it was garbage. It was horrible.
Told you.
But they're making it better by allowing people to pay for more advantages. So instead of fixing the game for free, they're making people pay to make the game better.
No, it's wrong. You're phrasing that wrong. They're not making you. No, they're not making you pay. Let me finish. They're not making you pay for it. Just pay for it because you're making it seem like it's a DLC. This isn't a DLC. This is a subscription.
No, that's different. That's a whole. Wait, you gotta wait for that.
This is a subscription.
No. There's something else. There's something else. I'm about to get to that. There's something else, but they are paid for like better in life enhancement. So making it less grindy. You have to pay for that, and it's like not even cheap. Like $1. It's like good $10 to $15 each,
which is part of the subscription.
Thing. But now they're doing subscription services. They're for $100 for 1 year.
Ooh, what?
Fallout 76 is doing subscription service for $100 for 1 year. So you gotta subscribe to PlayStation Fallout 76.
Nigga, that's PlayStation and Xbox for a year. What? I can't.
That's what they're doing, and people are just like Hero, who they make Skyrim and Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. I'm gonna do it to support them. Right. And I don't think that's right. They dropped garbage, B. And
I'm gonna give
people
you
are
a garbage game with no content inside of it, but now give me $100.
exactly.
I go, what? You must be on the crack and the cocaine. The fuck?
And no cap,
Basically.
people are saying it's a reasonable thing.
Yeah, they think it makes sense.
They think it makes sense to pay for a game that you already paid for that was horrible to make it better.
Imagine paying for a subscription on a game you paid to play.
All right, think about this.
So you spent $60 on Fallout 76, and now they want you to pay for a subscription to continue to play a good version of the game. Make that shit make sense.
That's like playing Destiny, paying the $60 for Destiny, buying the DLC for Destiny, and then spending $100 more on top of that shit.
A lot of video game companies are
to
just
play the
trying to
DLC
milk
you paid
money
for
because they want longevity, and
But
it's not coming out as a case of longevity. Instead, it's a large money grab because they know the game might not live that well, so they're gonna get as much as they can possible. And really, that stuff is really bunk, bro. That's so boo to try and do stupid stuff like that, especially with Fallout 76. Because when the game came out, it was empty. Like we was basically,
If niggas
I
gonna
didn't
be
play it,
like
but people were
that,
basically playing like a beta or just a mapping of
if
what the
niggas
game
gonna
should have
Bro.
been.
if niggas gonna be like that, bro, they need to really take the Monster Hunter World formula. If that's how they gonna be.
Yo, I played it. I played the beta and the final copy, and it basically they didn't fix anything from the beta. Anything that we like reported to them, they did not fix anything. They just like throw it out there. And
That's atrocious.
you know how it was a big thing they don't have NPCs in the game, stuff like the robots in like one Superman. They delayed the NPC DLC, so you have to wait longer to get NPCs into that game.
why didn't they put NPCs in the game?
Because they thought regular people were going to do like to be NPCs. They thought people were going to be like run out the shops to like do Brahmin mistakes and stuff like that. No, people aren't doing that. This is not SAO. People are not going to sit there and invest the time to that stuff.
Sort of online slander.
I think that was kind of praise, but anyway,
but this is the thing though. People would do stuff like that
for a good
there
game,
still needs to be NPCs.
They
like, why would there be an NPC teaching me how to run a shop and to be a blacksmith? Like, what?
All right.
So I'm looking down in the comments right now, and we just got a pretty big question. I don't know if y'all. I'm about to
ask it right now. I'm going to ask it after the conversation about games, then go into the comment section and see if any questions.
It's a question.
No.
But all right,
we got a question in the comments. Shirley is asking if we think there will ever be another big three, or do we think the big three will always be the same? And if so, what new anime have the potential to be the new big three?
Bro, a new big three will never exist again because there's too many series going on that are popular now. It's like the fact that anime is mainstream at this point, it's just impossible to me for there to be.
I'm going to say there will never be another quote unquote big three because the big three was an era. Do I believe there will be another top three anime that everybody will acknowledge is the next top three anime? Yes. I definitely will put My Hero in that conversation. Reluctantly, I mean, Demon Slayer might be in that conversation. I just feel like I get a lot of hype, obviously, from social media. And then maybe Black Clover, or maybe even The Promised Neverland.
I would say Attack on Titan.
I don't count Attack on Titan as a new gen anime.
It's definitely a new generation. But then you would also, that's why I say it wouldn't be a big three.
I think,
Titan
kind of.
Hold on. It would be more like like the golden age of anime, like back in the day when it was DBZ, Yu Yu Hakusho,
Inuyasha.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh. Inuyasha wasn't in there. Fucking Slam Dunk, all of those animes, bro. They called that the the golden age of anime back then. So I feel like we just
I
into a
don't
new
want to cut
age.
you off.
Wait.
Just for
Everyone
fact's
talk at one
sake,
time.
just for
One at a time.
fact's sake, let's keep it a buck. Inuyasha was in that. Let's not cap.
When you search up the golden age, it's not in there. But
listen, bro. You said search up the golden age. You're basing it off of what? Something random on Google. We know your history with Google.
What do you mean
I'm
something
being
random
real.
off Google, bro? The golden age had nothing to do with
Hold on.
It was the golden age of Shonen Jump for one.
So wait. So you finna tell me that that Inuyasha wasn't Shonen Jump?
But I'm saying Inuyasha wasn't in the fucking golden age. Is what I'm telling you.
It wasn't.
I just know it was coming out with DBZ, so I just
and with Detective Conan and Yu. These are so you're saying this, but you're wrong, bro. This is what I'm telling you. Like this Inuyasha was running with these things. Inuyasha was
popular. So if you look up the golden age of Shonen from some random website, it's Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, Fist of North Star, Captain Tsubasa, JoJo Bizarre Adventure, Yu Yu Hakusho, Slam Dunk.
JoJo is that old?
JoJo old.
Keep listening.
Saint Seiya, Jungle no Oja, Jungle King Takane. I don't know who that is.
Saint Seiya.
Whatever.
Hey man, let that nigga keep going.
Magical. I have never heard of that one. Uto Kun in High School Gami. So they don't say anything about anything.
You can search up multiple sources and you won't see shit about Inuyasha. But it wasn't in the golden age.
I have Inuyasha was a big part of
personally
for me.
Because
it was being aired during the golden age.
Because I wasn't an Inuyasha fan. That's not personal to me.
You don't have to be a fan.
I put words in mouth.
Yo.
You said
I'm speaking off of history. I'm speaking off of history that I know. I'm not speaking off of me.
So you can't search up history?
I am saying that it did come out during that era. So I can't
just because it existed in the era doesn't mean it was in the golden age of.
And I'm not saying I'm not even saying because it existed. I'm speaking on a fact that Inuyasha was an extremely popular series during its time. Period. That's just
a fact. Why can't you find it?
You find it. I'm not searching for it.
Anyway.
In terms of finding it, you would have to point to sales, would you not?
But I did look at the sales. And it did not count on the sales. But to answer the question at hand, Keith, you gave your answer. Carrie did too. Do you want to repeat the answer or a question or just you got it?
What are you talking about? All right. Oh shit, bro. What's the next topic?
No, so no one else answered. So to me, personally, I actually agree with Keith that there will never be a big three that will impact America or the world as Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach. There will never be because as for right now, anime is mainstream, and it will never be something that big to happen again. It can't.
My input on the big three situation is, it seems to me like people aren't understanding that the phrase the big three isn't necessarily some social understanding and agreement that Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach were the top three anime. The big three is a official statement of those three anime being the top tier during their era, and their era was called the big three for a very official and
obvious
defined reason. So for us to have another big three, one, it's not going to be called that again because that was an era of anime, so it would have a different name. But for anything like that, even if it's the big five or just something like that to appear, it would have to be more than one series that's all running at the same time in unison, and they're all very, very popular amongst many crowds all over the world. Because that's what the big three was. That was those three shows all ran at the same time. They were all top selling anime, and they were popular in several different sectors of the world. That's why they got the name the big three, because they were running the anime era during their time. That has passed now, and people need to understand you can't redefine who the big three is, because that is an official statement of those three anime. That's not like when in America, when people say the Reagan era, we say it's the Reagan era because that's the time that Reagan was in office. That's basically the time that those three shows were in office. So you can't rename that and just put your own personal touch on it. That's officially what it was.
You got any input?
I mean, I just agree with everybody. Everybody said what I had to say.
All right. All right. Charlie, hope with that answer your question, or please did our best. But I keep seeing on Twitter that people are confusing like the big three for the big three anime act as of right now. And it's kind of annoying me the most. Because people keep thinking like the big three is not Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach. Why everybody keep adding Dragon Ball Z to it? I don't understand that at all.
To me, it's like adding Dragon Ball Z in the big three is actually not giving Dragon Ball Z its credit.
Exactly.
Because it's actually
That's true.
It's higher up on the totem pole than the big three.
Dragon Ball was its
It's
own
literally
powerhouse.
a global phenomenon. It's like a whole phenomenon. Like that, like yeah, it's crazy. Like Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball as a franchise is literally a behemoth. Like, why are we trying to compare?
Dragon Ball has such a big franchise that it's one of the only anime to date that has as much selling in manga as it does. It has several TV shows, several readaptations of its TV shows. It has its own large grouping of movies. I think there's maybe more than 13 animated Dragon Ball movies. It got a shitty Dragon Ball live action, which nobody likes, but it was still made. Then the franchise itself has over 50 video games across every single gaming console that is in existence. Every single console has had at least one singular Dragon Ball game, and all of them have been played different ways, coming in different forms. No matter how shitty the game was, it still was created because the Dragon Ball franchise as a name created so much revenue in the anime manga industry that literally the show itself was making Japan, the entire country, a large amount of money. And that gave a birthing into what the big three became, because Dragon Ball made it popular to watch anime both in Japan, on the eastern side of the world, and over here on the western side of the world. So for people to group it with the big three is to downplay how much of a powerhouse anime Dragon Ball was, because that literally, if you say Kamehameha or mention the word Goku or even mention Vegeta, large amounts of people who don't even watch anime know exactly what show you're talking about.
That's right.
Yep. Right.
Exactly.
So we have the golden age and we have the big three era. If there was ever to be a name for this new age of anime, what do y'all think it would be? I kind of think Silver Age sounds like the natural progression.
The worst time to be an anime fan. That's the name of this era.
That's a whole different conversation.
Why do you say that, Don?
Because it's the worst time to be an anime fan. That's why I say that.
Bro,
I
have
something on that.
No, simply just call it the new age.
The new age.
I'm gonna call it the worst age.
I
understand.
The worst generation.
The new age.
No, so Don.
I wouldn't say all that though.
I say we're never gonna. I say it's never gonna be a good age until we bring gatekeeping back.
So I have two questions for everyone. I got one question for Don. Why do you say it's the worst era?
Because
and also
it's mainstream.
What are you saying? I apologize.
I said because it's mainstream.
That's it.
So then going back.
Yeah, I mean, do you want me to elaborate?
Yeah, like explain, because I have a theory as well, because that's me. But I want to hear yours.
Well, what's your theory?
I said it before, and it didn't really hit with other people. But as of right now, anime is kind of at its worst. We have these amazing ones like Demon Slayers, My Hero Academia, great anime. But then if you go through like the rest of the season anime, they're garbage.
Saying something like that, you'd have to really break down each season and go example by example.
That's what I said last time.
And then you have to. I agree with you, but at the same time, I just want to point out where an argument would come about. Because it's just people. Because what you will consider garbage, somebody else will enjoy. So it really just depends on who you're talking to and where you're coming from. And if you do want to give it an all-around standard and all-around bar, then that just goes right back to what I was saying originally. We need to bring gatekeeping back. But the thing about gatekeeping is that gatekeeping doesn't mean if the series isn't this good, you shouldn't watch it and shouldn't enjoy it. That's not what gatekeeping is. Gatekeeping is simply, if a series isn't this, then there's no reason it should be compared to this. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
And it's like, and so back on the whole topic of anime being mainstream, when you open up anything to the community, to the public, with anything, toxicness is what's going to follow. You're going, the toxic levels are going to rise no matter what you're talking about, no matter what it is. And you can talk to anybody who's been an anime fan for as long as I've been an anime fan. The community has changed drastically. And it's changed to a point to where I don't think it's a good change at all. I think the integrity is gone. I think the bond is gone. I think the whole, just like when you met somebody who watched anime, bruh, it was an automatic, okay, I need to make sure me and you stay in contact, cool, we like, because like it used to be this thing.
That's true.
Now it's like, cool, you watch anime, all right, and you got to be careful how you start the conversation, because now you got to gauge the type of person you deal with. Are you surface level, or do you really think about what you watching? Are you a meathead, or can you get into some politics? Do you hate mech because you're stupid, or can you really enjoy something else because it's different? Like it really turns into it's this whole conundrum of different things you're running into when it was never that complicated all the time. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't always that complicated. It used to be you could hop on a forum and ask a question, and by the morning time, you got 10,000 motherfuckers giving you an answer. And you like, wait a minute, bitch, I can't read all these. You get what I'm saying? Like, it used to be this whole camaraderie and shit. You get what I'm saying? This whole I don't know, family shit about it. Like,
I definitely understand that.
People could enjoy their series without somebody having to say something all the time. Like, why y'all always talking? Like, shut up.
And a lot of the people who are talking literally have base level knowledge of what they're speaking about.
Like, it's like it used to be, bro. What happened to when I prefer running into people who watch anime, bro? I don't like, and this is why I think this is part of gatekeeping. If I got on the forum and go, hey, I'm new to anime and I'm recently gotten into Naruto. Anything you guys, I just recently caught up to it. It's so on the weekly. So can anything you guys can recommend me? Bro, you get hit with a list of old school anime because people need you to get a basis first. You know what I'm saying? Like they need you to figure out where these tropes came from. Like you know how Bino said JoJo's is that old? How you not know that? You get what I'm saying?
I have never looked at JoJo's like that.
And it's like but that's the thing, bro. If you're intertwined in the community at all, there's some knowledge that you should have, not off of you watch it or you read it, right? Just off of you interacting with the community. You get what I'm saying? Like you know certain things, bro. You should know that Kurapika came before Sasuke. There's no reason that you getting into anime and you starting to watch Hunter x Hunter and you see Naruto first and you think Kurapika copying fucking Sasuke. There is no reason you should think that.
Definitely. I remember back in the day, it was so hard to like find an anime friend. I used to go to class, hope like mention anything about Dragon Ball Z. And while I say anything like this is a smaller thing, I'm like, what's that shit?
Nah, I don't even know. I'm gonna call cap on the Inuyasha the Dragon Ball Z because everybody watched them bitches. I'm talking about real. I'm talking about real anime, bro. Like everybody watched Dragon Ball Z. Everybody played the Budokai games, bro. Everybody did that, bro. Like niggas was watching Zatch Bell and they didn't know that was anime, nigga. But niggas was watching Zatch Bell. You get what I'm saying? Like,
but
niggas watching Pokemon and but.
Niggas watch Pokemon but wouldn't watch anything else. Like, what the fuck?
Where I'm from, it was like so difficult to really speak about anime because at that point you were like, as soon as you say anything about like Goku, you label it weird. Until you get into a small group where like people feel safe, they will be like, "Oh, I watch Dragon Ball Z," but like,
where I'm from, the hood niggas, all the hood niggas watch DBZ.
Like, all the hood niggas watch it, dog.
Like, every hood nigga watch Dragon Ball Z, bro.
But the problem is, a lot of people just didn't know they were anime. So
exactly, like they just didn't know anime.
Anime conversation.
But no, it be like the hood niggas like that was selling dope on the corner, like, yo, my Goku shirt. Oh shit, thank you. But I been going to school with this shit, get clown for it. Like, bro, what's going on with this shit?
I just know in 2016 everything changed, bro. That's all I know.
So my second question is
2016 everything changed. It was so weird. It was like I don't know what happened, bro. It was like as soon as my hero started getting popular I don't know, bro. It just got weird. Everybody just started, the community started getting odd. Everybody started caring about whose goat was what. And I'm like, what the fuck, where did this come from? Like, niggas used to just watch it. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I wouldn't even. I would say the community got weird once Sword Art Online was introduced. That's where I would say everything kind of like shifted.
2013. I have a question about this now. Since good transition is when do you think if we're gonna call it a silver age or a silver era, when do you think it started? Because I think it started in
bronze. I'm sorry.
I think it started
with
Sword Art Online.
That's what I'm thinking. SAO.
2011 to 2013 is when it started.
And
no, I say 2012 because 2011 we had Hunter x Hunter. We're not going to include Hunter x Hunter in that madness.
it's part of the era. Even though it's a remake, it's still part of the era. So I can't. But no, I really think. So I would literally think this is the end of the silver era, if we're gonna call it that, and this is beginning a new era. So it started in 2012 to respect Don Hunter x Hunter, and ended like right now where we getting all this like new anime.
Why are we saying ending though? Where we getting ending from? Who said it's ending?
Because Golden Era ended to the Silver Era, and I think this is one of the last legs of.
But you're saying, but like, what makes you feel like this is the Silver Era is ending? Like, what makes you? Because I don't think this bitch is ending at all. I don't think this bitch is. I think
right
we
now,
got another 10 years of this shit. I ain't gonna cap.
There's no indication that it's ending.
There's no indication that it's ending. If anything, I said we got another 10 years. No, oh God.
It would have to be a decline, and then something would come like Sword Art or Attack on Titan to like spark a new interest once again. But with as popular as anime is now, I don't see that ever.
It's not. Anime's never declining again.
Hold on. Before I speak, let me see something. Because I'm basing off how manga works. So the manga and most of the manga anime had in 2014, 20. No, wait. Can I speak?
Yeah, go ahead.
Most of the manga anime we have now was based off manga that started off in the era of like SAO came out. Like Slime, Serial Hero all started off back in when SAO anime came out as well. So that's what I'm basing off. So right now we getting manga that came out recently, like Demon Slayers, Fire Force, and Dr. Stone. So I'm thinking that's the beginning of a new era.
The thing,
that's
though.
what I personally believe. So
but I'm gonna just say that your group, your research group is very small.
Right.
Like I'm gonna say your research group is very small. I would say that we're asking a lot of anime adaptations from a lot of old manga, Vinland Saga, Blade of the Immortal. You know what I'm saying? Like we get in.
That's kind of like a control. That's not enough to really.
I'm just naming two on the top of my head, but there's more. Like this, like Dororo Hedro. Like this. I mean, even Dororo getting a new like this. I'm just saying, it's turning into a point now, bro, where they're reaching for anything to get adapted, bro. Katakuri Circus got an adaptation this year. Katakuri Circus. You get what I'm saying? Like these are 60s, 70s, 80s manga. Like just getting adapted. And so like they're different.
No,
but they run different. But they run different.
I was saying that. Hold on.
Hello, I got a question. So do y'all think y'all saying the age ain't going nowhere no time soon? So y'all don't think the addition of the webtoons ain't gonna change how everything's looked at, or is it gonna be the same?
No, I actually don't.
I think webtoons not. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Hero. I didn't know you're talking.
I actually don't think webtoons is gonna get a lot of attention like that. None of these adaptations. The only one, and I'm sorry, Rambo. The only one that I think is gonna get that has potential to reach mainstream popularity or to really cause a shift in an age is Solo Leveling. Honestly, just because I think social media will just get behind it, and like the webtoon already has incredible art, so I feel like the adaptation will be beautiful, and I think people just rally behind it.
I think you sleep on God in High School. No cap. And got a high school already has like fan made PVs and shit, and like really good fan made PVs, like some really fucking good.
I mean, we'll see. That's just my prediction. I don't think Webtoons.
So y'all don't think that'll change anything though? Y'all don't think that'll?
No.
But you have to. This is what you. Pretty good. What I will say with the community that I do want to speak on, y'all, is this Twitter community that we are a part of is secretly a bunch of casuals. If that makes
on God, bro. That's not
like there's secretly a bunch of casuals. I'm not saying that there are no people who are like genuinely not casuals, but secretly it's a bunch of casuals who feign how into the community they genuinely are. Because when someone says, "The fuck I look like reading webtoon," it's like the same way you look reading a manga. Like you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I think a lot of that, I think webtoons, if it does do well, it's going to be very well. Does that make sense? I think it's going to be either nobody's going to pay it any attention for the first year or two, and then it's going to pop, or it's going to pop off rip.
I can kind of get behind that, but I think it's either going to make a splash or it's not.
Yeah, it's going to make a splash or it's not. Like that's literally, I think it's going to make a splash or it's not, but then it's going to like give it time. Especially if they animate these well, give it time and they will pop. But like either nobody's going to within the first year, niggas is on webtoons. I don't know.
I mean, we'll just have to see.
I just know we need to bring gatekeeping back.
Right.
Why do you say gatekeeping?
Because niggas need to de-talk something before they open their mouth.
The thing about it is, when we say gatekeeping, we're not talking about dudes who like.
Can you explain like what is gatekeeping exactly?
Gatekeeping is basically of people who enjoy a hobby or the people who make up the community of a hobby controlling who gets inside. Basically like Black Twitter inviting people to the cookout, right? Like we need to stop inviting people to the cookout. And we need to say that the cookout, like, you do need a pass to get in. And I'm not saying that we need to, like, the niggas on Twitter who want to gatekeep women because they like anime. I think there's plenty of women on the community and plenty of women in general who enjoy anime and actually know a lot more than niggas in general. But we definitely need to gatekeep the people who basically come in and take the integrity away from this thing that we all enjoy.
When I say gatekeeping, I'm not saying get mad at people because they're casuals. That's not what I'm saying.
Not either.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you up in here and you acting like this is what you do, you know what I'm saying? If you up in here and you making crazy statements about mangaka being trash and all this type of other crap, you need to have facts. And if you ain't coming with facts, you get gatekeep, nigga.
Right.
Simple.
You getting straight gatekeep. You getting told shut the fuck up.
Like y'all do me.
We go back to like the community telling niggas to shut the fuck up. The ones who are just not saying anything or just saying shit that's just not backed up by nothing. Like we as a collective need to band together and tell that person to shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
And not take them seriously until they actually come with something that's like refutable. Like, come on, like.
But that's impossible because this community is full of people who want to be friends with each other, and people who wanna
Simp.
act like they know everything.
So how come y'all don't feel bad telling me to shut the fuck up when I share my opinions, but then everybody else y'all just be like, okay, whatever, shit slide.
First of all, hold on. Who have I ever just let slide?
I mean, I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying. I don't let niggas slide either.
Who have I ever just let slide?
Dino, what are you talking about, bro?
He don't know what he talking about, bro.
It was just
that nigga. He doing that thing when he play victim.
Like, stop playing that victim role, nigga. We all
Please, Twitter. They believe me.
Mom, come pick me up. They're calling my opinions mid again.
I was just asking a question.
I can't believe it. My mid opinions called mid.
I ain't even got mid opinions. I just accepted. I just accepted the title because that's what y'all niggas kept saying.
We definitely need to. The integrity needs to come back.
Bro, hold on.
I mean,
what opinion do I have that's not good?
There's niggas in this world who really genuinely think
I see
Hunter
him.
is trash.
You said what?
I said there's niggas in this world that really think Hunter is trash, bro. Like,
yeah, that makes no sense at all. It really makes absolutely no sense.
Like, there's people
I
out
don't
there who really think, like, they really think One Piece trash. They really think Attack on Titan trash. They really think these things. Like, these are real things people think. Can we talk about that? Do y'all mind having that being a topic? Do y'all want to talk about it for 2 seconds?
Let's talk about it.
Well, One Piece? I'm down.
Talk about it.
All right,
let's talk about One Piece being shorter. Let's talk about that. I think that's a good topic point. How do you feel about that? One Piece
being shorter, it would take away from it would take away from the adventure of them being pirates and looking for the treasure.
Would it really?
Oh God, they do.
I feel like as far as pacing goes, it's not bad. So for it to have that many episodes, especially if you started from the beginning, it's just kind of like, like whatever. Like you just watch it by week, and if you binging it, you really get blowing through. Also, I mean, I guess if they took all the filler out, it would cut it down by a decent amount. But I really don't feel like. Yeah,
One Piece really don't have that much filler to keep it above.
It don't, but it is some arcs. It's like 15 episodes, and after every arc, it's a it's a filler arc. So yeah. No, I know. I'm saying like I get that. I'm saying if they took that out, that would cut it down some, but I don't feel like it's necessary.
I don't think there is much. I don't think it's like one arc of filler in post time skip, ain't it?
It's after.
I feel like
it's before Dressrosa.
Actually relevant story in a way too. So I'm not going against more episodes. I'm for. Huh?
And that's it.
There was filler after Skypiea.
We're talking about after
no,
time skip.
We're talking about post skip. Post time skip.
Oh, post time skip. All right.
No, but that's not what he's really. No, what Keith is saying is to people who are trying to say that the anime could be shorter. He's saying that he doesn't feel like the pacing is necessarily bad. That maybe if you cut out some filler, it'd be shorter. But other than that, it's fine. He feels like he's not making a complaint of saying chopping out the filler, and it'll be. You know what I'm saying? That's not what he's saying. But like. Whoever's clipping their nails, we can hear you. Whoever's clipping their nails, we can hear you.
No one clipping their nails. No, I'm typing into the chat.
I'm about to say, like, whoever's sitting here, clip. I'm like, we can hear you, nigga.
I'll type slow. But Zealous said there's no cutting down needed. Even the episode that seemed mediocre have a meaning. Do you agree or disagree?
He said there's no cutting down needed.
Yeah, even the episode that seemed mediocre have a meaning. So do you agree or disagree?
You know, I this
Hold
is
on, say that again, Isaac. Say that again.
I don't think anything is. I think the issue with One Piece that I can see people having isn't. I don't think it's a fact of stuff needs to be cut. I think some shit you just should have never brought up to me. Does that make sense?
All right, so provide examples though.
Like, I'm trying to think. Like, I haven't reread one. I haven't in a while, so I'm trying to.
I have one off the top of my head.
Go ahead, say it.
Lambo and is that the whale's name? Don't correct me if I'm wrong.
Laboon?
Laboon and Brooke. Is their backstory really? Is that really needed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It directly relates to later down the line too.
Right. And I mean, going back to Laboon and Brooke, I actually think that we haven't seen. I think Oda has more in store for that.
Yeah, there's more to that.
There's going to be more to it, because I think, like, I think by the end of One Piece, the red line is going to come down, right? I think it's not merely just coincidence that we had Laboon introduced trying to destroy the red line. I think that's going to come back into play later, and I think Oda might have Laboon play a part in that, but we'll see. But even if that's not it, I definitely think that there's more to that. There's more to that you've seen.
Right. That's why I have it's that weird conundrum I'm with One Piece where I'm like I enjoy One Piece story. I like One Piece's story. And everything about it is like, okay, you need it. But then part of me is like, damn, bro, I'm really sick of you being this long and I'm no longer interested in you. And that's like that's the weird conundrum I have with it right now, where I don't care about One Piece no more. Like I'm in the midst of Wano and I'm like, okay, I'm done reading this shit. Like
I feel like during Wano as well. I'm not gonna lie.
Say it again.
I'm saying I felt like that during Wano again. Like also, like I've just been in the middle of reading it, and there was a period where I was like 15 chapters behind on One Piece because Wano to me was just honestly not. I'm not saying not living up to the hype, but it just.
I was fine with Wano in the beginning because I know it was build up, but right now it's like One Piece itself just don't appeal to me right now. Like I'm looking at One Piece's art and I'm like, I don't want to look at you. That's what's crazy. Like that's where I'm at.
People having a lot of issues right now with Oda's characters because they feel like he just draws a lot of goofy characters all the time. Do y'all agree or disagree with that? Or do y'all have a problem with it?
I'm gonna keep it 100. I was never impressed by One Piece's character designs. I was never impressed by them. I thought they were quirky and original, so I appreciated them, but I was never impressed. Does that make sense?
Right. There's
like
certain characters.
Niggas be posting One Piece characters like dripped out. I'd be like, no One Piece character has any form of drip. Not one. Like
you don't think Mihawk has drip?
Who?
Mihawk.
Barely.
I think Kobe got drip now.
I think Marco got a little bit of something.
You talking about Marco?
I said Marco. Marco got a little bit of something. But
those might be the only 3 characters.
You think those are the only 3 characters that have a drip?
I
think
throw
Zoro
in there.
I don't think none of
Robin
characters really got drip for real. Like I think they cool, but they ain't got no. They not really. I don't know. They don't hit like Kubo characters got drip. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
I mean, not just drip though. We're talking about actual designs too. Like
yeah,
I mean, I
like,
kind of agree. Sometimes I just like Oda is sometimes so over the top. Like I look at characters like Gecko Moria, and I'm like,
that nigga looks terrible. And I don't know if it's just me though. I like Usopp's character design.
You said what?
I fuck with I always as Usopp gets older, like you kind of tell that the characters are older throughout the journey. I feel like certain things that he wears, it only looks right with him wearing it. If that makes sense.
Me too. I agree with that.
I see a lot of niggas that just look stupid. Like
most definitely.
In general, like
and I don't necessarily think that's always the intention.
I don't think that's always his intention either. I really don't.
So y'all think? Do y'all think Akainu has drip?
Who?
No.
Akainu.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Right.
He got that old man swag.
You got the old man swag.
I think
with the gator shoes.
Time skip definitely has drip.
The gator shoes, the pimp jacket. I'm at the Fishman arc.
Can somebody change my role really quickly so I can add because I can join this on my phone because I can't join on my phone because I can't.
I mean, only 2 has that power.
Never mind.
Zealous said that goes back to the style of artist and what he wanted to create. You're faulting anime because of your perception of quality.
Hey, Danchou, just leave and someone can drag you back in.
When did somebody say they didn't like?
I think.
I say nobody in here said they didn't like One Piece though, so I'm confused.
I'm not faulting One Piece because
nobody's faulting One Piece, right?
Character like the art style. I actually don't mind the art style. I'm just saying Oda sometimes has very quirky character designs that can be hit or miss.
Like, bro, okay, I can sit here and be honest and not even sometimes. A lot of the times, Oda has some ugly ass characters. I still like One Piece. What the fuck? Like, like
low key, and I still like them ugly ass characters. I love those characters.
I might like the character and think the character ugly as a motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
what is that arc?
Somebody drag me in here.
Yeah, Rambo, can you do that? Rambo or Dave? All right.
The Brook arc. Them characters ugly during that arc.
Yeah, you talking about Thriller Bark?
Thriller Bark, them characters are god ugly.
Like Doctor, what was his name? That nigga who was making
the doctor dude he looked just like Eggman.
Mm-hmm. Big mom daughter, or I think it's Big mom daughter.
She ugly.
His design is like, bro. Like he's so fucking top heavy. It's kind of weird looking.
Y'all remember that?
Like these characters is ugly. Like let's be honest, these characters are low-key ugly, bro.
Y'all remember the one nigga, bro, in Sanji's in the very beginning, he had like a clam or something like that. Like he had a marble shield on his chest. Big ass
yeah. Pearl,
bro.
yeah.
That
like
is top,
ugly ass
bro.
character. Ugly ass character. Though. One
Talking
of the
about
ugliest characters I've
Pearl.
ever seen in my life.
That nigga
Oh my
is
Bro,
god.
like
bro,
for a
hey,
minute it
hey,
made
Pearl
me
just
just
out
want to
here
turn.
just trying to make his money, all
Pearl's out
right?
there trying to do what he gotta do. Things
It
gotta
made
get
me want to
quiet.
turn my TV
Pearl
off.
Pearl got
Basically,
family
yeah,
at
like you
home,
low key
bro.
want to stop watching it.
Nah,
You low key want to
But
stop watching it.
it was like it's good as hell. But like I don't want to keep looking at it. Gecko Moria,
Exactly.
top 5 ugliest ever.
All right, that nigga look terrible.
Terrible looking
Like,
characters,
bro,
He look like a fucking
I'm
bowling
telling you,
pin.
bro.
he's like 15 feet
He
tall,
roasted the One
and
Piece.
he has 2-inch legs. Like,
He got them 2 legs.
but his neck is 14 feet long.
and is one and probably one of the worst users of that shadow fruit ever. Probably one of the
Honestly.
worst users.
He got punched one time and was out for the count.
I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not gonna say one of the worst users, but like that nigga was relying solely on fruit power, dog. Like,
But his fruit, but I feel like he wasn't even snapping with the fruit for real. Part of me feel like he wasn't even snapping with the fruit. I
that's
don't
true.
know, bro.
It's
I mean,
honestly,
honestly,
it's really almost like, nigga, how did you become
A
a
warlord,
warlord of the
bro.
sea?
Like
Like,
how? And that a lot of that I think leads to the inconsistent. And that sometimes I say Oda does a good job of cleaning up his inconsistencies. I think that's beautiful. Like I commend him so much for that because let's keep it a $150, bro. Even though the situation that he did make it situational for how Luffy beat Crocodile, bro. Let's be real, bro. This man should not have beat Crocodile, bro.
no, he
that's
should.
what
Too
I've
many,
been
too
saying.
many, too many times he ran up on him, bro. He should not have beat Crocodile, bro. This should not have happened, and it did. But you know what I'm saying? But he cleaned it up.
He did.
He does a
Yeah,
phenomenal job of cleaning up.
I mean, a lot of the time it's
That does
luck,
take a
too.
lot, though.
Like literally, when Crocodile bodied him the second time, he had spat like a bunch of water up in the air, and the water came back down and saved him basically when it fell on him and rehydrated his body.
that's something that the fans just didn't fuck with. I personally thought that shit was.
I didn't mind it at all.
You know what
honestly.
I mean? Like, but of course he's not. He wasn't gonna die there, but
My thing about it is
lose.
It's annoying to me that he beat Crocodile, and then when Oda brings Crocodile back in the story, he tries to portray him as like a threat.
Exactly.
And it's like you were beaten by literally like Alabasta, not even like
But that's the
pre-time,
thing,
but
though.
Alabasta Luffy,
He's
not even with
supposed to
gears.
be a threat, but he's supposed to still be a threat because really, Crocodile
Right.
not weak. That's the thing. So that's why I'm like. But that's not said. That's implied by us. If that makes sense. I feel like that's been implied by for that excuse for Crocodile back then. I feel like that's more of an implication from the fans than it is Oda telling us this. You know what I mean?
So you think he had to tell you this to make it better, or just leave
I'm
it
just
as
saying
implication?
fans
Not
shouldn't
tell
have
me
to
this to
create
make
their
it
own canon.
right. I shouldn't have to make my own head canon for it to make sense.
I respect that.
And you can make that argument. I mean, you can make the argument. Right. Right. But the thing is though, bro, it's just hard to like accept that him relying on his devil fruit wasn't good enough when he is a sand user in a desert. Like that just sort of to me sort of like just don't add up. But that's just me. That's not how the devil fruit works. It's not like he can control sand in general. But like I don't know. I'm not saying that I have a problem necessarily with it, but I can definitely see where people are like, "What?" But I was thinking in my head, like, bro, him beating Crocodile was like, "What?"
And that to me doesn't take too much away from Alabasta. I still really
Right.
love
It doesn't.
I still
It
personally,
I'm
doesn't
I
just
love
exactly.
Alabasta,
saying
regardless
Alabasta
of
is
how they
kind
say
of weird.
Exactly. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. My bad. You think he's Admiral level? I'm on the phone with that.
I would put Mihawk at Admiral level. I would.
I would say considerably.
I don't know. Buggy becoming a warlord, that never really made sense to me.
The influence made sense. Yeah. Huh?
I don't know. You could argue the fact that maybe he's more of a figurehead than anything, but it still is kind of.
I never fully understood that with Buggy. Like I got it in terms of like watching it, and I understood what he did, but didn't understand what he did. If that makes sense. I'm talking about older when I say what he did. Like,
right.
I'm still like, why did you?
And I'm still trying to figure out the significance of it too, because especially given what's going on right now in the manga, it's like, what was really the point? He never really did anything.
Yeah, I got some space.
Buggy as a warlord? But I mean, he didn't have to be a warlord for that tie-in to happen.
We just won.
I mean, I guess those are really the only two, but yeah.
I don't know, but who fought side by Garp?
Goldie Rogers?
You're talking too much.
I think we're going on a spoiler situation right now. We're going on a spoiler section right now.
I'm not 15 chapters behind.
Nigga,
I'm asking who you're talking about.
I'm 988 chapters behind.
Oh.
He was talking about Roger. But I mean, if you're not caught up, because this is like information that we just learned in the past like 2 chapters.
Yeah, I learned these in the last 3. What you talking about?
And apparently them bitches wasn't even high, so that shit confuses me.
They was
That's what
pretty
somebody
high.
told me.
I mean, Rogers and
I'm saying somebody said to me they weren't high. I'm not speaking on me. I'm saying someone said to me they weren't that high.
I mean, that kind of makes sense because she has powerful people under her. I mean, bro, and I mean, just this might be the last topic, but I might hurt some people's feelings, but what do y'all feel about the Ace spinoff? Are you getting a spinoff about Ace?
Is it actually a series or just a novel? Or the novel, another novel?
Is it the novel?
I don't know. I never haven't heard about it. I know there already are Ace novels, but is there like are they like coming to America or something?
Yeah, maybe they're coming to America. How do y'all feel about that though? I feel like who cares? Like I really don't give a fuck
But
about
the
that.
Ace novels was a thing years ago. And what do you mean? But in their canon.
Let me see. Hold up.
And then that's how people knew that Ace was going to be involved in Wano. Why is there Ace hate? Why is there Ace hate? What the fuck
That
did Ace
nigga
do
is
to these
hateable.
niggas?
Honestly, I don't understand why people hate on Ace because Ace,
Like, what do they hate
That
Ace
nigga
for?
is hateable.
he
He's
was a
very
great
hateable.
character.
No, I've provided reasons in previous conversation, bro. That nigga is. Look,
Right.
I'm gonna just say, during Marineford, Ace's story, and even the post arc after Marineford, Ace's story and the whole theme of him basically seeking validation for basically existing, right? Seeking affirmation for being alive, right? And at the very end, him getting that, the fact that everyone went through so much, even though he died in the end, the fact that everyone went through so much and sacrificed so much, it gave him that affirmation in the very end of his life. I get that was beautiful. But at the same time, I can't reconcile the fact that Whitebeard literally pulled up half the pirate world to come save this nigga. Not only does your captain die, but you can't even live so that it's not all for nothing. Like, but I'm saying, but Whitebeard was already dying at that point. He was telling him to go and leave me because I'm not making it out of here. And the only reason that he ended up in that predicament was because Ace
He'd rather
had
die
basically.
with him.
He was not purposely trying to die, bro. He was not making it. He was going to cover their escape. He was going to cover their escape. No, he was going to cover their escape. Do you think if no, I do not think that. Okay, but of course he wouldn't do that because he's trying to save Ace. So why would he destroy the whole place if Ace is not secured? There's no way, but the thing is, there's no way once they secured Ace that they could all just fall back. Like there's going to have to be somebody who holds the line. And Whitebeard was saying, I'm going to stay back and hold the line. Y'all need to get out of here. Like I feel like he definitely was prepared to die for Ace to live, but I don't think he was going there. He was not going there to die to set a new era. I think in the very end, he felt after what Teach did, and he felt like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna let these niggas know something. And he gave basically his last words. But I don't think he went there with the intention of, oh yeah, I'm gonna go set up the new era. I'm gonna go do this and that. No, I don't think that at all. I don't. I don't think that at all. We gonna have this conversation again. We're gonna have this conversation again, and I'm gonna break down all the reasons why I think Ace is a bum. Even though I really actually love his character, I'm gonna break down
Why he gotta be a bum though?
Look, I'm telling you, I
Ace
love Ace's
has
character, but that
sauce.
nigga is a bum to me. Nothing can change
Like
my mind.
Ace was probably getting honeys
Ace
left and right.
definitely was getting honeys. He
He
saved
had
Luffy
his
life
own
multiple
All those homies, and
armada.
you still a bum? That's crazy.
Just like
That
everyone.
is crazy.
The man had the first speedboat to exist in the world.
That's right.
Man,
The sauce.
Like, come on, man. Ace has so much sauce, so you gonna call him a bum of all things? Like,
Look,
sure,
if
he
you
was
listen to the
depressed and
podcast,
unsure of himself, but Ace was still like he would have wanted different, and he ain't mean to get caught up in all this. He was just trying to do the right, and he knew, hey, Teach, you killed one of my brothers. I'm gonna kill you. That's the bottom line of what Ace was trying to accomplish. Now he couldn't because Teach's devil fruit power was stronger than Ace's and was able to fight light because it's just pure dark. But that is true. That is true.
at the same time, they could have been going half and half in Ace's ability just getting nullified because that's what Blackbeard's fruit does. So like, I don't think you're beating Blackbeard. A Devil Fruit user is beating Blackbeard unless you know hockey. And the fact that's also another inconsistency I think on Oda's part is that how is Ace a pirate renowned throughout the New World? He's been to Wano. We've seen that. And you don't know hockey or you're not displaying it. In fact, no, we know that he has conquers hockey, but he's not displaying any other forms of hockey. So it's like,
They were both.
where was that stated?
I think he says that in an I think it's said in an interview or something like that. When he explained why Crocodile was beat.
He does say that, actually.
So Ace and Blackbeard fought with hockey, and Blackbeard basically bodied him.
That's because Oda wasn't trying to show off hockey because he was hiding
Right,
it
and
for the whole
I
time. Like
understand that, but
that's
I'm just
why.
saying.
So it's implied that they are using their full abilities that are used today. Yeah.
Right. I'm just saying it's not smart what Ace did, period. Ace pulled up on Blackbeard and his entire crew by himself and got bodied by just Blackbeard.
At least he got bodied by the captain.
He
You acting
literally
like a
went in there
sniper took him out.
without a plan, like just by himself, like against the wishes of his captain, and he got bodied, and it led to a whole war.
He went in there prior to knowing what devil fruit he got. I think he was just by himself, and then surprise, he had devil fruit.
He knew Blackbeard had a devil fruit because he
but he didn't know
Danchou.
what it was. He did
I mean,
thought
yeah,
it was a devil
true.
fruit.
But I'm just saying, you still pulled up on a dude whose devil fruit you don't know when he's with his entire crew, and you're by yourself.
He also a person who really can't get punched because he's fired. So he got the right to copy.
If he's from the New World and he's familiar with hockey, he knows he can be touched. And if Blackbeard's part of his crew, he knows what. Okay, but they just said he's made of fire, so he knows he can't be touched. So I'm going off what he just said. Yes, because
Which is true because
fruit.
at first when Blackbeard started fighting Ace, his attacks didn't really have no effect, but then he caught Ace, and that's when he first hit him, and Ace was like, "What the hell? I can't." It's because
Right, but I'm not arguing
Blackbeard was
against
finally
that.
nullifying.
Like, I'm not arguing. That nigga still charged in and got bodied.
But Hero,
a lot of people do that.
Hero, check this out though. You can't deny the fact that Ace, even though it was hella ignorant, he pulled the badass card as he's like, I'm pulling up solo to this dude because I want information out of him. He disrespected my family. I'm going to try to kill him. Even if he failed, he still pulled up. He wasn't no punk at all. He said, I'm with the shits and I'm going full gun. Even though he lost, he still manned up and went and did that.
I mean,
you cannot deny that fact. You cannot deny that fact. He wasn't
I can't
about
deny
to
it.
run. He was like,
yeah.
But Whitebeard relieved him of that.
So it doesn't.
He told him, Ace, leave it alone. I have a bad feeling. And I can pull the panel. Okay, but I'm just saying, his captain was giving him a pass. So I'm just saying. I think he was just saying that to keep up appearances. Like, yeah, I let him go.
You can't do that.
But we can also go to the literal panel where he's saying, don't go. So, like, it's a contradiction.
And you got to take the latest one. The latest one was said he told him to go. It's my fault. So
I think that was him taking responsibility, and that's pretty obvious to see. Like, I don't think Oda has to outline that.
He said he told him to go.
Hold on,
not to say he went under my watch.
When Whitebeard is with his crew and they're having a private discussion on the matter, and he's saying, "Ace, I have a bad feeling you shouldn't do this," versus when he's in front of the Marines confronting them and saying, "Yeah, I let him go. It was a mistake." Like, that's literally, I think, him taking responsibility for Ace's actions.
I personally think he would say he left under my watch.
He's saying, "Nigga, do not go out there." There's a difference between creating headcanon to fill in the gaps for mangaka's writing and just using like logical steps, like taking logical steps and going off of that. If they're in the privacy of their own crew and Whitebeard says, I have a bad feeling you shouldn't go, and then when they're confronting their enemies and he's basically owning up to it because Ace is literally on the chopping block and he's kind of basically trying to make him like not feel like a fuck up. He is kind of a fuck up in that situation. Like,
I don't. So if you're gonna do that, versus you won't go versus shouldn't go, meaning you probably shouldn't go. I'm giving this advice, but he can still say go, but I told you not to go. Say. He probably just say you shouldn't go, but you shouldn't go by giving my blessing.
I mean, I still think that nigga's a bum. I'm just gonna keep it at that. Y'all wanna wrap it up?
All right.
I want y'all to realize that Ace has ultimate sauce in One Piece. He's one of the most sauciest characters. Regardless of what Hero says, you cannot deny the fact that Ace, especially in the Strong World movie, all the sauce was on that man. He had the first speedboat in the world. It's written in history books. Ace had the first speedboat with his fire and shit. And you cannot deny that this man was one of the sauciest One Piece characters. R.I.P. Ace, we love you.
No
we
cap.
gonna forever remember you.
If you're going to Wikipedia right now, it says speedboat Ace.
I said I didn't say he was the sauciest, but he's one of. Sabo different with it. Sabo, he for
That
sure
nigga a better
got
ace.
him some honeys at all times.
Somebody
Okay,
get Hero.
but hey, at the same time, can you blame Sabo for being more saucy with the ace? Sabo is his older brother. You feel me?
He got
So
the sauce. I can't even fault.
it comes with the tree. It comes with the family tree. You got the oldest brother with the most sauce, and it's gonna carry down. One day, Luffy gonna pull up, and we gonna be like, "Dang, Luffy, this how you rocking?" You feel me?
But not
So
today.
just believe, bro.
But now, final
R.I.P.
thoughts,
Ace.
final words. Anything you want to say lastly?
Nah,
Hero?
I'm just going.
Everybody
Nah,
go watch a '90s anime.
I said everything I
Don't
gotta
matter which
say.
one you pick.
Go watch the Mecha today.
Bet.
Do
Bino?
that too.
Wait,
Watch
Bino?
them unicorn.
I ain't got
Oh
nothing to say.
God,
I'm good.
Rambo?
can we play
We
it
can
on
play
here?
the next time. Yeah. We're gonna
Someone
probably
else
intro
play
with
it.
that. Yeah.
Plans moving
So
forward, we're just trying to be more consistent uploading, and we also want to be more interactive with the people who are viewing this. We have a Twitter page that we're going to try and get up and running more often and be more interactive on there. If y'all want to send us questions or if y'all want to send us topics or whatever, y'all feel free to do that. And that's really our plans, bro. We're trying to really elevate the quality of the podcast as well. I know we're not perfect. Like, we still got things to work on, but we're going to work on that together and improve.
yeah. So all right. As right now, as I know, we have Diaz and Rambo streaming. We're gonna be streaming together, hopefully Call of Duty. Keith will be making more skits. We have Too Great, which is part of our crew, but he's not here right now. He's making edits all the time. You can follow him on Twitter. His app will be in the description down below.
We'll have everybody's everything in the description.
Yeah.
Twitch, everything, all that kind of stuff.
And we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing right now. And if you don't like it, we don't really give a fuck.
I just want to put myself out there and add real quick, because I'm not sure that all the crew knows this, but I have started a YouTube channel, and I'm hopefully going to start. I have some stuff done. I just haven't uploaded, but I will be uploading regularly. I do visual edits. I will start charging soon. Prices will be very cheap. Don't worry. But I do memes. I do visual artwork. I do regular editing. If anybody needs it, you can go check out my YouTube. It's Sean Warrior. It's just my name, SHAUN.
It's gonna be in
Warrior
the
spelled
description.
like the word warrior, be in description. So shout me out if you get a chance. Check me out if you get a chance.
All right, everyone. This Friday,
y'all go ahead. Follow me on Twitter. That's XXG Hero. That is XXXG Hero. I talk about Mecha a lot. I've been meeting sometimes. I'm out of pocket sometimes. It's whatever. But
ain't
Hero
nobody gonna
MCE.
follow you, nigga.
Nigga, Bino, shut your ass up, boy.
We closing this thing out.
This Friday.
Hey, follow everybody on Twitter except for Bino.
This
Shut up. Go ahead and follow me, Keys Almighty, QUISLALMYHTY. Feel me? I'll be on there posting all types of good shit.
All right. But this weekend, hopefully, we'll be streaming the new Call of Duty. We're going to be talking a lot of crap, and we're going to finally prove who better, PS4, PC, or Xbox. If you're going to know it's going to be PS4. It's fine. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Nigga, you crazy as hell. Y'all crazy.
Who about the carry? Me, Keith, and I. Don't worry. Don't worry.
I ain't hearing none of that.
When Rambo at the bottom,
me, Keith, and Dave finna run y'all niggas, bro.
First of all, when Keith and I about to run this scrap, Ben about to be in the middle somewhere.
All I'm saying is niggas better come on the A game where they getting smacked. That's all I'm saying.
This is Call of Duty, son. Wow. Don't worry, y'all gonna see this. But
COD is COD at the end of the day.
But at the end of the day, it's Call of Duty, my nigga. I ain't never been trashed. Not a nada of none of them.
we gonna find out.
Everyone,
we gonna find out. Talk is cheap at the end of the day.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Everybody drop their socials.
Yeah. Follow me. It's gonna be in the description down below.
At Shashamaho.
If you know what Shashomaru is from Inuyasha, it's basically like that, but Shashomaho. Yeah,
it's all gonna be in the description down below. Don't worry about it. We got you.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Have a great day.
But I had to mute y'all niggas for like 10 minutes, bro. Like 10, 15. I'm lucky I even made it back for the outro.
Why'd you have us muted?
Because y'all topping spoilers.
Dropping all types of jewels.
Wait, are we done? Are we done? Are we done recording?
It's still live, so chill.
I'm dead.
Hey, check it.
We was
legit. I left twice for like 20 plus and came back and just hopped back in.
Yeah, we know because they went. Sean, you got anything to say? You didn't say nothing.
I didn't say jack.
I was like, sure, anything? Okay. Keith was like, that new Dragon single.
What'd you say?